friends, how are you today? Welcome to my take on it. My name is Azuka Obasui. I'll start right off by asking you a question. Are you familiar with the term super mom or super dad? Who is a super mom or a super dad, you might ask? It is when we have this delusional belief that we're capable of achieving everything perfectly at any point in time. Perfect family, perfect career, while at the same time making out time for ourselves. It is when we chase the elusive dream of accomplishing everything that we set out to do instantaneously at any point in time in our lives. That is not possible, you might say. Just think of it. If you have a friend of yours come over to your house and he or she says, "Oh, I really don't, I don't like you. I just don't like my life right now. It seems that I'm never able to achieve all the things that I have set out to do." What is the very first thing that you're going to ask him or her? The very first thing is like, dude or girlfriend, you have a job. You have a house. You have a perfect family. Your kids are healthy. They go to school. Man, you should learn to count your blessings. But it's easy to give our friends or a friend that advice. Do we really give ourselves those advice? Or do you find yourself at the end of the day having that feeling of inadequacy, of not accomplishing everything you've set out to accomplish at any day? Do you find yourself at the end of the day having lots of highs? Yeah, I did it today. I was able to tick off all the things on my to-do list. Or some lows. I tried all I can today, but I wasn't able to accomplish this. I wasn't able to accomplish that. The focus then is on all the things that you couldn't do, not on the things that you were able to accomplish today or accomplish at the end of the day. So you may ask, why do we have this problem, an epidemic of super mom or super dad syndrome? We might actually have technology to blame here. Some of the tasks that we find ourselves doing today for our parents will tell you that it took them a whole day or sometimes weeks to be able to accomplish some of the tasks that we can, accomplish today without even thinking of it. So technology can actually be to blame here, because at the end of the day, you have the list that is stretching from here to infinity because it is easy. You can, all you need to do is to put it on your, your iPad to-do list, and bam, 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 you're hitting and striking off all the things on your to-do list. Then the use or the rise of social media. You go on Instagram and you see your friend again. She's posting all the perfect pictures of her vacation, of all her milestones, the perfect kids. They are going to all these activities when you can barely catch a breath at the end of the day. And you're wondering, why? Whoa! How does she do it? Why is it that I can't seem to ever come out tops, regardless of, when you have the tweaks and the turns and nothing seems to be working? So we have social media to blame, and before you know, you're putting this unnecessary pressure because you're trying to keep up. Then there is the unintended pressure of our extended family. You have that well-meaning friend or extended family stopping by and trying to brief you or to let you know, okay, this is what is happening in so and so person's life. You say, "Oh, can you believe who I ran into today? It has just been made the CEO of ABC company. And do you know her daughter, the first daughter, she just graduated from an Ivy League school? And what about the second daughter? Oh, she just got accepted into another Ivy League school or one of the top schools. And then the son, wow, he is going to be drafted. They are going to pick him. You just need to watch the news." And in trying to tell you about their friend, they have ended, putting you under this pressure, an unintended pressure, where you now start unconsciously measuring all your abilities and all the things that you've been able to accomplish to that your friend. And before again, you now feel of there is a feeling of inadequacy. Why again can't I seem to ever, come out tops? So regardless of how you're doing, you feel like you are like someone would say you're always as if you're underwater, you're just coming up tops to take a deep breath, and again you are now bombarded by the news and the things out there. So what is it that we can do to help us? Because there are lots of disadvantages to this epidemic or this syndrome or complex of being a supermom or trying to attain the supermom or the super dad status or syndrome. So what is it that we can do? First of all, I have to start by listing all the disadvantages, and that might convince you to take a deep breath and see what you can do and ensure that you don't fall into that trap. There is the stress of trying to keep up. At the end of the day, you feel highly stressed, and stress has been, or stresses in our lives are known to be the underlying factors for all the other diseases. So without knowing it, we end up putting a lot of stress on ourselves. There is the sad situation of substance abuse. You have some people, because of the feeling of inadequacy, will resort to taking sleeping pills because they are kept up at night. They can't really sleep, so they have to take sleeping pills. Others will turn to alcohol because they need to numb the pain of the feeling of inadequacy. Then think of the tiredness, the fatigue, you feel exhausted at the end of the day because you are trying to accomplish you have so many things and you can barely take a deep breath. These are some of the dangers of supermom or super dad syndrome. Then how can we overcome this syndrome? First of all, we have to understand that we are not perfect. We can't have it all. There are some people that are the alpha males, the alpha female. They seem to be able to do it all. Understand what works for you and work within your limits and your strengths. So once you understand that you're not perfect and you can't have it all, that will help you begin to tone down if you find yourself falling into the trap of achieving perfection in everything that you do. Then you have to learn to ask for help. You have to involve others. You can involve your partner, you can involve your husband, you can involve your kids. Let them know that you're feeling overwhelmed. That at the end of the day, we have all these things, to achieve, and you're feeling overwhelmed. So you will appreciate their inputs, and if they can help you so that at the end of the day, you don't feel super stressed and tired and exhausted. You can't give what you don't have. If you're tired and stressed, there is that resentment and the anger that comes, and it might not necessarily be their fault. It might be because we have too many things on our plate. For me, one of the things that I do is to carve out me time. Me time for me can be something as simple as making out time to do some exercises, because I find at the end of exercises, I am renewed, I'm refreshed, and I have energy to take on what comes next. It could also be for some people something as simple as having a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, and relax and watch your favorite movie, your favorite program, or read your favorite book. So let me know, what are your tips or tricks? First of all, let me ask, do you fall into this do you find yourself falling into the trap of a supermom or super dad syndrome? What are your tricks? What are the tricks, or what are the things that you have done to help you overcome? So let me know, put it in the comment section, and if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. It is my take on it again, and this is all I have for you today. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.